Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wild. I don't want to do this one, but today we're talking about Biden still wants to kill the gig economy and force workers to pay union dues. Shocker. Biden wants to kill the gig economy. It's not like we haven't seen that before. The federal government always had an out for the gig economy and making us employees when none of us want it. This has become so far out of hand that it's disgusting. Does this mean that we're going to end up employees tomorrow? No. Does this mean that I'm declaring this a political channel? No. This is not a political channel. This is a relevant topic that happens to be involved with the gig economy and the betterment of gig workers. That is what this is about. It's not about being Democrat. It's not about being a Republican. It's not about being independent or non-political or banana or whatever. This is about gig workers, betterment, and lives. Get it? We're clear? You're not going to cancel me tomorrow? YouTube? Great. With that said, I want to talk about what's being said in this article, how it actually is, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. As if President Joe Biden has not presided over enough damage over the economy and government interference in employment, he wants to erase right-to-work laws across the country and force workers to pay union dues. He wants to force everybody into paying union dues, not just gig workers. And he wants to take out right-to-work states, which are generally Republican. So far, it doesn't seem too specific to gig workers, but it does include gig workers as a whole. I live in a right-to-work state. Florida is a right-to-work state. Let's pass the PRO Act. Biden declared during the State of the Union, when the majority of workers want to form a union, they shouldn't be able to be stopped. Regardless of your stance on this subject, there is a certain amount of truth to that, where people who want to do something shouldn't have a problem actually accomplishing that. But there are ways to have unity without being a union. And not to mention, if the majority of workers want to form a union, you're gonna have to be more specific on what those majority of workers are. Because I'll tell you what, gig workers prefer the independent contractor lifestyle over being a part of a union and paying union dues. But the PRO Act isn't about workers, it's about unions. The bill would reward unions by eliminating right-to-work laws across the country, forcing workers to lose part of their salaries to unions in the form of dues they don't want to pay. Those unions then turn around and use that money to help elect Democrats. What this seems to be already is less about helping workers or helping people, but more so solidifying democratic law. And they're kind of overrule over the law. Already, I am hating everything about this. More than half the US population lives in right-to-work states. In short, Democrats want to add them to the union funding pool. So basically, that he wants to change the lives of more than half the country by forcing them to do something they are not willing to do. The bill will also devastate the gig economy. Biden was a big fan of California's bill that did exactly that, restricting the freedom of workers to operate as independent contractors or freelancers and leading to layoffs in several industries. Independent contractors and freelancers don't have as much freedom in California, but they do have a certain amount of pay difference, leading to layoffs. My dad was actually laid off. He was actually laid off in California. He was actually transferred out there from New York, a place in California. After he moved all the way out there, he ended up getting laid off a month later. Not only is this going to destroy the economic safety of everybody in what is already an economic turmoil, none of this is a surprise for Biden or the Democratic Party. Biden, after all, let teachers' unions set COVID guidance for schools throughout the pandemic, while unions fought to keep schools closed and caused irreparable damage to the academic growth of children throughout the country. Biden sought to placate them. Naturally, he wants to try and funnel even more workers and their salaries as mandatory dues into unions. no matter what workers actually want. So not only are you making it hard for gig workers and just overall people, you made it hard for the future of people of America, our children, to actually gain the academic growth that they need to actually move this country forward. Although there is an argument to be made that what do you actually learn in school that actually requires such an academic growth doesn't make it right. Biden and the Democratic Party, in subservience to their union boosters, are willing to tank sectors of the economy and force workers to fund unions that don't want to be a part of. Biden wants you to believe he knows what your career should look like better than you. Given how poorly his first year has gone, you would be forgiven if you were skeptical. I think everybody was skeptical of the government as a whole. I don't think it's just Biden, although Biden certainly has a part to play. This is my opinion. It's worth what you paid for it. None of you pay me. There you go. Oh, and one other addition to that. This is my gig workers' opinion, not any one side or anything like that. To be clear, what this is, the fact that Biden wants to force us into unions. This is literally the definition of destroying freedom in America. You don't have the right to choose if you want to be independent. You don't have the right to choose if you want to be working for someone else. You are working in this union. Get over it. If you want to be in business for yourself, well, it sucks to be you. Will these unions have a certain influence over the way DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub have been treating us? Yes, but at the same time, I don't think it's gonna work in the long term, actually speaking. If we want to maintain the independent contractor status that we like, I want to be clear, we're saying this from the perspective of we actually want to be independent contractor, and we do. There's not a whole lot we can do to combat that. And even if Biden doesn't do this, like, I don't think it's gonna change much regardless. I hope and pray that we never see this actually go through. But nevertheless, you might want to start diversifying into other businesses or asset classes or whatever forms of income you actually want to be a part of, so that way you aren't forced into this particular corner. But with that said, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.